Greetings, everybody. This is Leviathan here, and today I have the real Europe Challenge Rift for before Season 27 starts this coming Friday, August 26th. The reason I say the real one is because there actually was a different Challenge Rift at the beginning of this week. I'm recording this on Wednesday. The one that was there for Europe was pretty darn crazy. It was just a very unfun build to play. So the D3 devs actually just went in and did a new one. They picked a new build in a new challenge rift, so that's a good thing. At the top, we always say make sure you do not complete the challenge rift before the season starts on Friday. And when we say complete, that means do not kill the rift guardian. You can go in, you can practice, make sure you understand, the build, the floors, all that stuff, but don't kill the rift guardian. Otherwise, you'll get the challenge rift cash, and you won't have it available to you at the beginning of the season. And, I think most people by now understand how important that cash is. It gives gold that you can upgrade your vendors with, tons of legendary bounty materials so you can extract powers early on. It just helps make that 1 through 70 leveling process so much faster. Like it is a world of a difference. So make sure, again, that if you do the challenge rift and try it out, that you don't complete it. As far as the build is concerned, it's a LOD, LON. It actually is wearing the LON rings, but it's a LOD build. Has the Legacy of Dreams gem. So it's just a smattering of legendaries, and the only two that matter. This is the one that's really propelling your power. You have the Fragment of Destiny. So it amplifies your Electrocute. This is the main skill you're going to be pressing. And then by using Electrocute, you're also powering up the Hydra, so you can drop the Hydra as well. However, there's also stone gauntlets in this, and what's nice is that the build has way more survivability than the previous Europe Challenge Rift, but it just makes it horrible to play with the stone gauntlets because as soon as you get hit, you're going to be slowed, your attack speed is slowed, it's just very burdensome. So what I actually will recommend is that you play from range and just go nice and slowly, and that way you'll have the least amount of circumstances of getting hit and then slowed down and just having it be miserable. But in any case, you got some Starfire stuff, so like again, that's kind of promoting being far away and doing your lightning damage. That's really all you need to know. The other skills here are like buff skills and the teleport. Another trick that I often like to mention in my challenge rift videos is that you can move the skills around if you have this skill window open. You can't change the skills because that's the part of the challenge rift. You get what you are given, but you can move these buttons around if it makes it easier for you. I just like my teleport on the third button. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and start. I did this twice so far. The first one was just a halfway glimpse through just to see what we were working with. And then the second time was for a clear. And it's very, let's wait for those to go off, linear. There isn't really too much of a wrong way to go or a way to get lost in here, or like a good route to take or anything like that. So you're basically just going to go down this hallway. Like I said, play from range. You can put the Hydra out in front of you, so that way it'll hit enemies first, and then you can come and electrocute behind it. That seems to be the best way to go. One thing I did at the beginning, just to make sure you do it, is don't forget to activate all of your kind of passive buffs that you get from your skills. The magic weapon, the storm armor, and the familiar. Those just give you like some more damage and stuff like that. But pretty much you're just left clicking on everything with electrocute, like I mentioned, putting out the Hydra. And that's it with the build. Like this one, it's just slow and steady. It's not going to be a very fast setup. You're just going to get it done. You can see we're getting ahead of the time, but we'll get even more ahead of the time as we get deeper into the challenge rift and kill elites and things like that. But this just isn't great trash, but we do want to kill it all just so we don't get hit by anything. And like I said, we want to keep the stone gauntlet procs to a minimum, make our lives easier. Coming up here, there is going to be a conduit. There's not really too much to do with it. There is an elite that's going to be to our north as well. That's where we're going next. We're going up. But I like to just come in here, pop the conduit if I can. There we go. And then just kind of use it to at least make this yellow kill a little faster. This area can be kind of annoying, so almost died there. Got that potion off in time. Yeah, this area is kind of annoying, so we basically just use that conduit to make sure we get through this nice and easily. Do not go to the right, it's a dead end. There's nothing down there for you, just a bunch of crappy mobs. You can see your stone gauntlets making it look slow. Now we're back to normal. Another thing to note actually is that you should avoid casting your Hydra when you have stacks of stone gauntlet when you're really slowed down, because your Hydra will inherit your attack speed. And so if you cast the Hydra when you are fully stacked up on stone gauntlets, then you have a lower attack speed, and that means your Hydra will have a lower attack speed as well. So it's just going to hurt your DPS. It's not going to make the Hydra as powerful as it could be. So at all times, try to cast the Hydra when you haven't been hit recently, so that it can be out there and attacking for you. You can see we're at the end of this floor now, and we already have 40 seconds up on the timer. So, you know, it's not the prettiest rift, it's not the sexiest build, but you can get it done in plenty of time to make sure that you'll be able to kill the Rift Guardian and get your challenge rift cash, no problemo. In this one, it's again another just straightforward path. We go ahead and head up this way. Whoops, I actually hit the wrong button, meant to hit the Hydra. And that's why I also don't really recommend teleporting forward. You kind of want to use your teleport to get you out of situations if you're getting hit a lot. Because if you teleport in, odds are you're going to get hit by a bunch of enemies, and then that's when the stone gauntlets are going to get procced up, and your life will be a little bit more annoying. Right now, just electrocuting this yellow. Make sure he does. I think there's another elite in here too. Then there's a blue pack as well, if I recall. So about here, we should end up like yeah, there's the blue pack. We should end up about like a minute ahead or so by the time we're about to leave this one. Watch them a little bit. Look at the fire chains around you, and that'll get you some stone gauntlet procs. It is what it is. So yeah, we're a minute plus up now. Let's get this guy out of our face. Go ahead and go to floor 3, and then this is the floor that you should proc the Rift Guardian on. You should spawn the Rift Guardian. Good mobs on this floor actually, so you can make some decent progress as well. And then there's going to be a couple of elites that help us round out getting the progress that we need. So we'll go ahead and do this. In this room, you want to come in here because there is a blue pack, I believe. In the northern part of this room. There they are. In the center of the room, I guess. And I mean, here's the thing too, like, I keep talking about like working around the stone gauntlets and stuff. Even if you are in this very slowed state very often, the build still does enough damage where it's not going to matter. It's just going to feel annoying. But you'll still be able to get all the damage out to kill all the enemies and everything like that. It's kind of just a refining thing, I suppose. I was trying to cast my Hydra down there so we can get some free kills while we're up here. There we go. I was failing at that a little bit. Refresh our passive skills there. Just make sure those buffs come in. You get a power pylon here. There's unfortunately no like elites nearby to use it on. I think if we hurry up, there will be some. To the right here is a dead end, so don't go down that way. Just keep coming up this way. And we can try to move forward a little faster now that we have the power pylon. You see, right, 95%. One thing you want to be careful of if you are practicing this is, since the Hydra automatically attacks things, you may not want the Hydra out when you spawn the Rift Guardian, because it could, you know, end up doing some damage to it. It won't one-shot it, so like, you'll still be okay. But it's just something to consider, right? You might get like more damage on the Rift Guardian than you were expecting, and then suddenly you're like, wait, I need to get out. So here we're going to get these orbs, spawn our Rift Guardian, and we're going to teleport out so that we don't complete the challenge rift. You'll see that it is Saxtrus. So Saxtrus is the boss you'll be fighting against. Again, we had plenty of time there on the timer, so you should be good to go if you follow exactly what I did. I'm sure you can even speed it up, make it better, if you could be more aggressive if you want to. But I just want to show you a tried and true method of getting through this week's European Challenge Rift. Hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I'm trying to stay busy here on the channel, so make sure you subscribe so that you catch all the future videos. Definitely going to be a lot of content coming out right at the beginning of the season as I make my explorations and start working with the Strafe and Pale. A couple people in the comments on previous videos have asked for a build guide for that. I'm sure I'll make one. I want to get my hands on and have some experience with it first, and then I'll, you know, create some more content around all of that. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it. There will be more. Subscribe. Make sure you also check out the Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Leviathan111, and I will see you there for the hype on Friday when the season starts. Adios for now.